All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about that final, and let's be honest, often gut-wrenching moment in any creative project. You know the one. It's the point where you have to stop tweaking, stop polishing, and just let it go. So this whole explainer is about how to do that with a little more purpose, a little more grace.
So let me ask you, what do you think is the hardest part? Is it staring at that terrifying blank page at the start? Or is it that messy middle, where you're totally lost? For so many of us, and I'm guessing for you too, it's actually that very last step, just calling it done. It is surprisingly hard to actually finish something.
To help us on this journey, we've got a bit of an unusual mentor, Zoran the Dragon. And this quote, it just gets right to the heart of everything. Think about it. You can create this magnificent, powerful flame, but what's the point if you just hold it in forever? The real final act of creation is letting it go. It's the release.
So yeah, let's just call it what it is. That final push, that moment where you have to decide, okay, it's finished, that can feel like the biggest mountain to climb. It's where all the perfectionism starts creeping in, where your self-doubt gets really, really loud. But we're going to try and reframe it. What if it's not an ending, but a powerful ritual?
So, what do we even mean by a ritual of release? Well, it is so much more than just hitting publish or send. It's a conscious act. It's about taking a second to honor all the effort you poured in, trusting that your journey was the right one, and then, finally, giving your creation its own life out there in the world.
This ritual really breaks down into these 5 core arts. And what's cool is how they blend the super practical stuff with the really personal, emotional side of it. It's about accepting the work as it is, finally letting go of that urge for one more tweak, and then, most importantly, actually taking a moment to reflect on what you learned and celebrating how much you've grown.
Okay, now here is where things get really interesting for us today. We have this powerful new ally that can help in this final stage, AI. And I want to be crystal clear about this. We're not talking about AI doing the creative work for you, not at all. Think of it more like the wind beneath your creation's wings. This chart just lays it out perfectly. The really important stuff, the core idea, the heart and soul, the emotional journey, all the big decisions, that is all you. That's your flame. AI just steps in to help with the mechanics of the release. You know, the polishing, the formatting, summarizing. It helps you articulate what you've already done, giving you that little boost of clarity and confidence you need to finally let go.
And this isn't some abstract theory. We're talking about concrete, practical tasks. Are you feeling stuck on a title? AI can brainstorm a bunch of options. Need to get your work into a portfolio? It can help you structure the whole thing. It just removes some of that logistical friction from the process so you can focus on the emotional part of it all.
And hey, it's not just our friend Zoran the Dragon who thinks so. Sources like the teams at Adobe and Grammarly have talked about how effective these tools are for helping creators with those final edits and for just wrapping up projects. It makes the entire process feel a little less daunting and honestly, a bit more professional. Okay, so we've got the philosophy down. Now, let's get into the practice. We're going to walk through what Zoran calls the Dragon's Trial. And let's be clear, this is not a test of your work's quality. It is a ceremony to honor its completion.
To kind of get us in the right mindset, Zoran actually wrote a poem for this ritual. Let's just sit with these first 2 lines for a moment. It really captures that feeling, right? When you know deep down that the work is ready. It's not about being perfect, it's about being ready.
And here's where our ally AI comes in. It's framed so beautifully here. It's not some loud, commanding voice. It's a whisper, just a gentle nudge, a supportive force to help you take that last tiny step. It's the technical assistant that gives you the confidence to share your creative light.
And here we have it, the final call to action. This is an instruction for yourself. No more edits, no more fear. Because your work doesn't belong on a hard drive gathering digital dust. It belongs out there, under the skies. And I love that Zoran calls us a hatchling here. It's a reminder that every single project we release helps us grow.
Okay, so here's the ceremony itself, broken down into 6 clear steps. You start with the review, maybe using AI to help you see it with fresh eyes. Then you get personal, reflect and dedicate. After that, back to the practical, format and share. And please, whatever you do, do not skip step 6. Celebration is not optional. It is a vital part of the creative cycle.
So, once you've gone through the ritual, what happens then? Well, this isn't just about checking a project off your to-do list. Releasing your work is what actually transforms it. It goes from being a personal project to being a part of your story,
a catalyst for your own transformation.
Zoran's final words here really feel like a graduation, don't they? You've completed the cycle. You didn't just abandon your project or give up on it, you honored it. You shaped it, and then you gave it the freedom that it deserves. And that's a powerful act.
Let's land right here, because this is probably the most important takeaway about technology's role in all of this. AI is a tool for liberation, not for creation. You did the hard work. You built the wings. You nurtured the flame. AI just provided a little gust of wind to help with the takeoff.
So, we'll end with this. Your project, that thing you've been working on, pouring your heart into, it's ready. It's time to perform the ritual, to take a deep breath and exhale. The only question left is, whose sky are you going to share it with first?